Hello everyone, this is Fahad Mirza, and in this video I'm going to show you a very interesting new text-to-speech or TTS model called as OuteTTS. This model is not only small but also takes a very unique spin when it comes to text-to-speech. Normally what happens is that all these text-to-speech synthesis models rely on complex architectures and specialized models. We have covered these TTS models a lot on the channel. So if you're interested, just search my channel with TTS and you will find, I think, more than 500 models in the last couple of years or so. All of those models follow a very complex architecture, but this OuteTTS, it demonstrates that a relatively small language model can learn to generate high quality speech through a simple yet effective approach. This model, with just 350 million parameters, really showcases the future of TTS in my humble opinion. This model, which is just a start by OuteAI, the performance is not mega supreme, but what really makes it different is that it is built upon the Llama architecture, and it uses their own language model, which was pre-trained on 30 billion DCLM baseline tokens. And what makes this OuteTTS unique is its three-step approach to audio processing. First, it uses audio tokenizer using wave tokenizer, which processes 75 tokens per second. Then there is a CTC forced alignment to create precise word to audio token mapping. And thirdly, there is structured prompt creation by using their own prompt template. And I will be showing you all of it when we install it locally shortly. We will also see its performance as how it works. Not only you can use it for text to speech, but also you can use it for voice cloning. Before I proceed further, let me give a huge shout out to Mast Compute, who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on range of GPUs. Okay, so let's go to my terminal where I'm running Ubuntu 22.04 and I have one GPU card, NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. You really don't need GPU for this, I believe. You can simply go with CPU, but with a good CPU and plenty of memory. Okay, so while it creates my virtual environment with Conda, let me give you a bit more information around it, around its limitations. So first and foremost, there is a string only input support at the moment. There is no voice input you can do. Also, temperature sensitivity varies a lot, so make sure that you get it right. You might have to tinker with the randomness of the response by setting that temperature hyperparameter. Also, there are few vocabulary constraints, but I'm more than sure that when it evolves, it is going to be a big thing. Okay, so you can see that our Conda environment is created. Now, in order to install this OuteTTS, all you need to do is to just use this pip command, pip install OuteTTS, and it is going to install it on your local system. So let's wait for it to get installed. So it took around 2 minutes to get everything installed. Everything is up good now, and now let me launch my Jupyter notebook so that we could download and play around with this model in the notebook environment. While that happens, let me introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are AgentQL. AgentQL is a query language that turns any web page into a data source. With its Python SDK and live debugging tool, you can scrape and interact with web content. AgentQL works on any page, it is resilient, it is reusable, and it structures the output according to the shape of your query. And I will also drop the link to their website in video's description. Okay, let's go back to our terminal to see what is happening. Shouldn't take too long now. The Jupyter notebook is launched. Let's now first download the model after importing the libraries which we have installed, and then I'm simply giving it this text prompt that hello, please subscribe to this channel. I'm setting some of the random parameters, and this is what the temperature which I was referring to. If you're not getting good response, try tinkering with it. The values between 0 and 1. The more closer to 0 means it follows the prompt the prompt adherence is quite high. But more, if it is more higher, closer to 1, the response will be more creative. And then you can set the max length and all that stuff. And then I'm just using this output.play and then output.save. We are just saving the file. Okay, it is running at the moment, so let's wait for it to first download the model. And by the way, if you don't even want to use this original model, there is also a GGUF format model on Hugging Face. You can also use that one. Also, if you are using this from the repo, make sure that you fix this typo. Okay, so let's wait for it to get downloaded. And the model is being downloaded. Now the size is just 724 meg, as you can see on your screen. It's not huge at all. And it has returned us the response, and while it was doing it, it also played it, and it has also saved it in this output.wave file on my local system. So let me play it. I'm just going to play it for you.
Ella, please subscribe to this channel. Ella, please subscribe to this channel.
So not bad. The start is a bit I would say malformed, but I think that can be fixed with the temperature. And as I said, look at the ease of generating speech from text. That is simply out of this world. I mean, we don't have to really worry about a lot of things. If you have been following my videos about other models, if the quality is paramount for you, I think not use it for now, but I think in few months time this is going to be huge in terms of quality. But for ease of use, I think this is one of the best models we have used when it comes to TTS. And then one of my favorite parts, cloning a voice is as easy as the generation. So what you do is you take a reference audio, such as I have done this one. Then you give it a reference text. Normally what I do is whatever is being spoken in the reference audio, I just put it as is. So this is a sample audio which I will also play shortly. And then I ask it to clone this text in this voice. So I have run it. It has downloaded this model and it has created this new file called as cloned output.wave on my local system. So this is a reference one, and then if I go back and if I show you somewhere here, this is a cloned output. So let me first go and play the original audio file for you, the reference file I mean, so that you could see what exactly is the, let me turn on the speaker, just bear with me because I'm using in the VNC, so that is why it takes a bit of a time. So let me play it.
Then, leaving the corpse within the house, they go themselves to and fro about the city and beat themselves, with their garments bound up by a girdle.
Okay, so this was the reference audio. Now let's play the cloned audio for you. So I'm just going back and then I'm just showing you in the real time. So let me open it and then play it.
This is a cloned voice speaking.
See, it's exact similar voice. Let me play it again.
This is a cloned voice speaking.
Nice, very nice. Okay, so and you see that it's so easy. With these just few lines of code, we have cloned the voice and it's as good as any. Of course, there is a lot of room for improvement, but as I said, I think this is going to evolve a lot, this project. So that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will drop the link to this in video's description. Play around with it. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please do me a favor and share it among your network, as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.